Well, that leads us neatly in today's edition of Media Watch, for which I'm joined by Emma James. Hi there, Emma. Look, Chinese New Year, we were just watching a report there about it, and it seems that that's very much a topic on social media right now.
Very much so. Interestingly, here in France, earlier on today, it occupied 2 of the top 10 slots of the trends on Twitter because people were tweeting about New Year, Chinese New Year in English and in French as well, which is quite unusual. Lots of people sharing images like this, Kung Hei Fat Choi, Happy New Year, lots of best wishes and lots of cute images as well, lots of people using it as an excuse to dig out those cute images of dogs doing little things that people like to see on the internet. However, in China itself, there was a rather controversial television programme. We do have some of the images to show you. There's been a lot of people talking about this around the world today. This is the Spring Festival Gala on CCTV. It's an annual variety show to celebrate the Chinese New Year. And aside from live sporting events, this is actually the most watched programme in the world. There may have been as many as 800 million viewers of this last night. And as you can see there from the images, it featured a Chinese actress in blackface, made up to look like a black woman. She also has fake buttocks on to give her a very protruding backside. And a lot of people felt that this just really wasn't appropriate. In 2018, it's time things changed. Now, there have been a few people trying to defend it in a way on Twitter, including this woman who says you have to accept that there probably are not many black actors in China and can speak Chinese. But as you saw in that image, there was another black actress on the stage coping perfectly well with speaking Chinese, and there were many other black actors involved in that. In fact, the monkey that was chasing that woman around, Lu Naming is the name of the Chinese actress playing the part. The monkey that was following her around was actually played by a man from the Ivory Coast, which is rather adding insult to injury, I think. Now, it's been reported around the world because the issue of blackface is really one of those light the blue touch paper topics these days, with people saying that it just is not appropriate, and when will people learn that they shouldn't do it anymore? The Telegraph, among others, pointing out that this was supposed to be a show, or part of the show, it was 13 minutes long, to show the strength of relations between China and Africa right now, and it seems to really have done the opposite. People around the world tweeting about this one. This is a journalist who's based in China saying after 4 hours, China's New Year Gala has finally found its embarrassing racist groove, clearly something that he was expecting to happen. This person in Japan says, China, why? There's straight up blackface. I just don't know what to do with this level of offensive. Oh my God. And this woman, a Chinese photographer, says that it ruined her Chinese New Year. She feels ashamed for her country to think that this is okay. Now, lots of people have been taking to social media in China. Weibo is their sort of equivalent of Facebook and Twitter, if you like. And there have been many critical entries, but as the South China Morning Post pointed out, a lot of them have been deleted by the country's censors. So it's worth remembering that that happens in China.
Indeed, and of course every year in the Chinese calendar has an animal associated with it. Which is your year?
I'm Year of the Rabbit.
Okay, well, I'm a snake, so it's not your year, it's not my year, it is the year of the dog. Now, how's that going to turn out, do you think, for the US President Donald Trump?
Well, interestingly enough, it being the year of your sign is not something that's considered to be good luck. It's actually bad luck. So this isn't looking like a good year for Donald Trump. In fact, as Quartz have put it, it could be a rough year. Rather a bad pun there. They've spoken to 3 feng shui masters. I always thought feng shui was just about organising your furniture in the right way, but apparently they can predict the future as well. And they all seem to think that it's going to be a very tricky 2018 for Donald Trump. The US president was actually born as a fire dog because you can be fire or earth or water. And that actually means that he is hot-tempered, talkative, and not in harmony with others. That's according to Chinese astrology, not me. Melania, as his wife, was also born in the year of the dog, which really does put their relationship under the astrological spotlight. Now, these feng shui masters say that there will be relationship problems, policy failures, and possibly even he could be removed from office. Now, Raymond Lowe is one of those that they spoke to. These are his predictions. I don't understand what they mean at all, but that's the visual there for you. He has basically covered all his bases, saying expect resistance in the first 6 months, but if he survives October, then November, when we have the midterm elections in the United States, things could end up going in his favour. So it could be a bit of a mixed bag for Donald Trump.
Okay, a mixed bag indeed. And just lastly, this year of the dog being used as a rallying cry, really, for people to do more to think about the suffering of dogs in China.
Yes, absolutely. The future and handling, the treatment of dogs in China is something that comes under the spotlight a great deal. I will warn you, though, that if you are going to look up the Yulin Dog Festival, be very careful because there are some very upsetting images out there. Lots of petitions in place, people saying that you have to stop the Yulin Dog Festival where thousands of dogs are tortured and killed and eaten if you are going to honour the Year of the Dog.
Okay, all right. Well, thank you very much indeed for that edition of Media Watch. Emma James there.